Lakad mo, Toton!
Normally.
The time is looking to going to be looking to chrono the Venge, and if he can get the Snapfire as well, that's going to be seen as a huge win. So I think that's
Sort of creep manipulation going on, both of the side lanes. With G battling up against Hanskin, thinking about going for it, but it is the first blood in the mid lane, where Limp finds the solo kill on the Kunkka. I mean, we knew...
Like, he's good to go. The damage is pretty static. They need to bring 4 or 5 heroes to actually bring this Timbersaw down. He's off to a very good start. Clockwork, yeah, that's gonna be a kill.
Yeah, they do find FNG. Nice little cookie into the battery assault. EXTREMUM at least strong.
A kill on Medusa whenever Venge is around. Top lane.
They are trying again onto FNG. And there's the combo. Snapfire plus Clockwork gets Skin, then Velior can go take the northern ones.
I'm waiting for it, Gary. Say it. FNG is doing his job.
He is doing his job. Oh, look at Limp. He's come back to top tier 2, found the Kunkka who's been stacking waves. Just trying to contest the little drag across here with a cookie forward. Not quite landing. Velior's going to try with a battery assault inside the cogs. And Nico Baby kills off one of them, and 5 seconds until time walk again, so Nico Baby does need to chrono. Now a boat landing on FNG with a torrent there. They will find the snipe. Position 5 Rubik down, but here's Limp, the Timbersaw. He wants something. Who's he going to get? Velior's running off to the right. I don't know if they can actually find the kill. Chakram again to slow him down just a touch, but some good moving here from the Clockwork to try and evade Timber Chains, but the bashes from Nico Baby open it up.
No stack.
And he's losing his courier. Kunkka kills his courier. Now with X mark into the boat. They'll land the Mortimer's kisses onto Limp. This is a big kill. Can they finish it off though? Limp is going to try and chain away. The battery assault stops him. In comes the rolling boulder though. The pushback from the cogs, but Limp is still up. Finally the scatter blast clears him out as Kunkka will be the trade back with Magnetize and Nico Baby arriving with a few more hits. They do get the 1-for-1 while Malik Snapfire on the retreat. Another roll from Hanskin's available after the kick if he wants to keep on going, but Velior apparently posing enough of a threat.
Into more flames, you want to have a Spirit Vessel. I'll hold that.
Nice roll in. Up in the Radiant Triangle, Hanskin's found Velior. With the Mortimer's Kisses coming in, the Earth Spirit does have to retreat, and Velior is going to tick down to the Magnetize and Limp's arrival. Cross kill there as Hanskin didn't quite get to retreat, but with a Rupture onto Chakram, they're focusing the Medusa, speeding away thanks to that Stone Gaze. Faceless Void, considering it. He does have Chrono here, but he just wants a bash. Come on, give me a bash. Where's the bash? One bash, one hit. Thank you very much. And Kunkka. X-Mark, Torrent. Not going to catch anyone there. Miss timing his combo, and there's the Chrono. In with the Mortimer's Kisses. Stolen.
Kisses.
FNG lands the smooches onto the Kunkka. The salty dog is down, and well, Clockwork. I don't know where you're planning to be going, but you've walked into the middle of 4 Alliance heroes. Hookshot into kill onto Nico Baby is a good start. Stolen hookshot though, and FNG will take him down. Turned into scrap metal.
Okay-ish, you know, for Extreme late to go for Spirit Vessel in this kind of a game, so he's just getting some extra armor and extra attack speed for Medusa. So they're gonna go all in on one carry. Hanskin, if he gets X mark, misses.
Oh, FNG survives there as well. They do catch him. Hanskin's down. And there's kills happening all across the map. FNG dies to the rocket flare. Oh, the one back in the Radiant Fountain, yeah.
Yep.
G is just going to be handling mangoes all game. Speaking of G, FNG and Limp shredding through the Vengeful Spirit, and bottom lane they're finding Kunkka as well. Diving in, Melojul tries the TP. Is there anything to cancel? The roll is there, and he's stopped in his tracks. Clockwork retreating upwards, but it's the Kunkka that's the big target that S4 wants, while Hanskin switches tact and goes for the Clockwork now on Velior. Finished off by Nico Baby. So Alliance,
I can still die, and you mentioned the disarm against Medusa mid lane.
They're trying on Hanskin. That hookshot into Cogs has trapped him inside, but he turns with the Magnetize. Now the cookie back as Hanskin just battles in with Limp, S4 and FNG all arriving. Cavalry's here and Alliance are hunting deeper. G is going to get chained forward upon. Chakram and slowed as that Blood Right did connect. A Yule's up from Limp, slows the retreat. And down goes the Vengeful Spirit in a 3-for-1. Earth Spirit, the only casualty of Alliance.
They should have taken this long before. This is something that I talked about watching EXTREMUM play during the qualifiers, where they're not making the right moves. S4.
X-Mark. S4 is getting targeted here, but he's tanky with Medallion Veil, 21 charges still. He pops them, turns, battles with a Kunkka who's now in a 1v4. This macro map maneuver from Alliance allowing them to really get into these battles much faster than EXTREMUM ever could believe they could do so, and both G and Melojul dropping there, while Medusa still.
The next like 15-20 seconds.
He's trying as quick as he can because the rest of his team are smoked and looking for the move forward, but it's the hook shot to start things off. Everything on the Timbersaw, but the Blood Right's good. It will catch out too. The Kunkka's in the midst of it all. The self-fuels up as the boat is dodged. In comes Nico Baby now with a 3-man chrono, but the kisses, they're landing still. Grandma stops it now as the Void is left alone in the middle of all of EXTREMUM, spinning forward a clockwork to catch Nico Baby, but S4, he is trying his damnedest to kill off Melojul, who will finally drop, but the Medusa still stands, and that is the key component here for Alliance to contend with. The rest of EXTREMUM are retreating though. G has nothing left in the tank, and Nico Baby appearing to arrive bang on time. They lift the Medusa up onto the high ground. Oh, Nefrit doesn't have TP. They smoke behind the Timbersaw. Immediate smoke by EXTREMUM off to the left as well as the Timber Chain misses. No trees over there, and they're trying to just chip away at the Medusa little by little. These two invulnerable targets on the front, an hour hook shot into the back. Hanskin has been found by Velio with the kisses onto him. Earth Spirits are goner. Blood Right looks decent, but the dodge away from EXTREMUM as the 3-man chrono arrives from Nico Baby. Here we go, baby, inbound and Nefrit, but the Medusa's so tanky, the halberd she manters. Out she runs, off to the left-hand side, but the Stone Gaze going, FNG retreating to the high ground, and that poor little S4 Bloodseeker drops. Alliance lose 2 and buy back 1. EXTREMUM doing very well in this team fight, but do they have enough left in the tank to actually finish off?
They still don't want to go for it.
45 seconds for Venge, 20 for Bloodseeker. Alliance know that they have the upper hand here, and Medusa steps down the ramp, comes down the stairs, but disarmed now. As Timbersaw toying with him a little bit. The cogs are trapping one inside, but the Skadi slowing Timbersaw down. Velior has overplayed his hand there a little bit, and this opens up Roshan yet again for Alliance.
They're inside the pit. Torrent will connect. There's
They
gonna
have
be
a
another
boat.
boat, yeah.
Melojul thinking about it. Medusa at half HP, focusing FNG. Rubik's down, but Aegis grabbed up by Nico Baby, and now the chase is on. Great Blood Right with a rolling boulder. This zones them out completely. Medusa can't run away. She's got no save. Now the grandma with a cookie in, but Nefrit is slowly but surely being tickled to death by Alliance as they find both of the key core heroes. Pods 1, Pods 2, done for, and Malik. Oh, it's a 3-for.
That was such a great decision making by Alliance, what they need to do.
All about the little things. Well, those mangoes could definitely help out as Clockwork with Malik. Snapfire here to try and handle Hanskin, but that's a 2008 Earth Spirit who's just about managed to buy time here for not only 1 kill, but maybe even 2. The swap back from G gets the Grandma out of danger. And Limp doesn't... Oh, they know where Clockwork is. Nico Baby's seen him. Velior hiding in the trees, but for how long? The Basher's not coming. And yet another defensive hook shot, but in comes Hanskin rolling deep. Limp looking for a target. Velior and Kunkka gonna be the two that show themselves as the Magnetize is there, and well, Velior's done. 6 feet under as the boat lands, and Hanskin will be the trade-off. Good kisses coming from an FNG Rubik, though. That's not the Grandma spinning, that's a Rubik. 2-man chrono. Now from Nico Baby, focusing on the Velior Clockwork, who just bought back. The Aegis is about to expire, is going soon. It's gone now. Nico Baby still regenning and healing up, though, as he takes it all. Tanking through the tower, and the Medusa hits to clear out the Kunkka. Grandma, oh, dearie me, what's happened to you? In an old age home now, and Medusa the last one standing. She is the final lady. As good game is called, EXTREMUM tap out, and Alliance take game 1 pretty damn convincingly.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at these two drafts, you're one.
For who? For EXTREMUM. What are we rating?
Wait, what's the lowest?
Well, you can have this one in the middle, like a 4.
To go for, like, you have what? Almost 400 mana. You're not going to be using that wind run effectively. You can't secure the range creeps with it. If he had, let's say, okay, he gets it. My apologies, but you know, if he had a power shot, you can still deal damage. FNG is in, just trading some hits, harassing both of these heroes. Okay,
First blood down bottom, though.
That's a good start.
2 kills to the good. And FNG not doing... Oh, wow, that shackle shot and the skewer back. Under the tier 1, FNG's in a lot of trouble here, actually. The final touch with a power shot to help gets EXTREMUM their 3rd kill of the game. Making her first rotation. Level 5 Lina coming up towards top. Nice shield to get out of the shackle shot, but they didn't expect the light strike array. Nico baby getting dived a little bit, does pop his wand. Oh, the salve cut through the trees with the tangos, but the light strike array beautifully placed. And Melojul's trying to get FNG as a bonus kill. Under the tower a little bit rough though. He's got that. And Limp dips back into the jungle.
A very good rune control from EXTREMUM in this one, where they are every single time having a Wind Ranger, just trying to go for the top
Oh,
rune.
bottom again.
Bottom.
That's the ink swell after the Chaos Bolt.
I think the Alliance at the moment, they need to recover. You have Drow Ranger, there's the RP on top
They're
lane.
going pretty hard on that poor little Abaddon. Shackle shot and RP, but Malik skewering Limp back allows this Ember Spirit to keep on chasing, and Flame Guard comes up off cooldown now. One more Remnant is going to be required, and the Shackle shot will hold him under the tower, as Hansken cannot go diving that deep. They have to leave the Wind Ranger be.
Good goal for Drow Ranger. S4 also recovering on the bottom lane, even though he's
the chase.
0-3-0.
On to G. He gets a Soulbind down, and that power shot is pretty substantial damage. Rubik is shielded. Hansken turns. Soulbind of his own. Valior Wind runs away. Limp wants to keep going, but again, the TP rotations are here. Chains will catch the Magnus, but that Shackle shot, Valior's been on the money with these connections.
At start of Dota 2, one of the best players that we ever had.
One of the kings of the scene. Oh, S4. He's found the Lina. This is the struggle we said that Lina would have. She gets isolated and so simply picked off. Just a couple of stuns. And the fragile Fire Lady brought to her knees. She's going to have Yule Scepter, though. I think the final parts are on the courier. So at least her first item will be arriving as she respawns. And FNG just going wild on that tier 1. Forcing rotation from Nefrit now. He's going to get the Ink Swell and the stuns onto Abaddon. FNG... he just put his body in there, turned into sausage by the meat grinder of EXTREMUM, and it looks like Rubik's going to be going the same way.
These are 2 big kills that they just got. Only for Lina. If Lina's on a Sanking, Ember Spirit
They're
getting
trying to catch
closer
him.
to the Maelstrom.
FNG couldn't shield him in time. That Sand King's blink delayed now as Nefrit and G, this pairing of heroes, aided by Velior coming in from the left. Still considering going deep for this. He pops his borrowed time, and FNG, he will be fine as a Yule Scepter on the Drow Ranger. Melojul finds the catch. And there's the Laguna Blade Lacoste finally coming out to play.
Yeah, I mean, you can't use Laguna Blade if you didn't put a point in it. So, yeah, I mentioned these 2 items to still feel Alliance can't take a fight, so Limp is in.
I mean, FNG's dying in the back. Nefrit's found him, but Limp was really towing the line there, fighting.
Oh, nice.
They really are. The epicenter blink, burrow onto the CK. Limp is deep in a 1v3 and he's been blown up completely. Magnus coming in, he's going to pop the mech and try and fight into this Abaddon. FNG doesn't stand a chance in hell. They're going to use up the Sand King, trying to focus down a bigger target, and S4 being annihilated. EXTREMUM getting 2 streaks now on stop a fight.
So 4k gold lead for EXTREMUM. They're going to take the mid tower. I don't think Alliance can make a counterplay. There's a lot of TPs coming out, but a bit too late.
In comes Limp, Remnant forward. They want the CK, the Magnus RP, it whiffs completely. Heals up into the air on the Ember Spirit, and the Light Strike Array will connect. The RP stolen, Hansken grabs one, the streak is taken as Nefrit's broken, and the jump forward. Limp wants more, but he's silenced up. The Phantom's Embrace holds the advance of Alliance for now, but the problem with Lina, it is being seen right here. She gets found, and the burst strike in. Magnus will go straight down below the ground, and that's another 3 kills, but this time, going to Alliance as they strike back. Definitely needs to be claimed so they can start carving through that Radiant jungle. And Valior with a blink is able to disengage. Oh, not fast enough and not hidden in the trees. S4.
Not sure what G was doing on the top lane, but he just gave a solo kill to Drow Ranger.
You do have to start worrying as EXTREMUM. As they Yules up the Abaddon. He's got borrowed time. Just a slight chains. Lina's dead, isn't she? She's gone. Melojul getting baited by the FNG Abaddon, and Limp with Hansken making short work of her. Now Malik might be another one as the cherry on top of the ice cream sundae. EXTREMUM bleeding out, and a great burrow in from S4, saving Limp as the Soulbind's there, but the chain stuns and combos, they're not coming. Limp might fall, he will indeed, but Nefrit will be traded back as 3 cores. Pos 1, Pos 2, Pos 3, they're all being to come and contest.
Well, they wanted to scout it out how low Roche is, so they're just gonna bail, take the... Okay, S4, he's actually smoked.
The opponent's lines and waving his arms around like a madman. Chaos Knight's had enough of it, and they've also blink RP'd, but the stop with a lift keeps S4 out of danger for now. Borrowed time from FNG as he tanks up everything, but the Soulbind forces the Yules and the Sandstorm. Lena's BKB is there with Laguna Blade coming in. They do take them down. S4 and FNG hit the ground with a thump, and Limp. Oh, the Remnant's short range. That Yule's up from himself. He's got 11-1 charges as Rubik into the back lines. He focuses down to Lena. Yes, they've lost Limp, but the Drow Range is still standing as S4 is brought back and wants to pummel into the CK, waiting for that Aegis respawn. Epicenter coming. Burrow Strike ready, coming in, looking for 2. He's holding that Burrow for as long as he possibly can because Drow can just beat into the Chaos Knight as easy as you like. Fights here and there, the perfect initiations, the combos with this Soulbind is all Extremum really need. S4 retreating, FNG gets caught. Chaos Bolt into chain stuns, and nothing's going to save him there.
That's too much damage.
Borrowed time doesn't even
not
come.
Activate.
Kills him straight through it. Attempted skewer. Chaos Knight farming aggressively. He's empowered. Rubik's arrived though, and where's the rest of the backup from Extremum? Because there are 4 Alliance heroes here. Phantasm's annihilated. The BKB comes from the Drow Ranger, trying to focus the CK down as Limp Remnant's back to safety. S4 focuses G instead, and now the chase is on. Move forward, Lena. Oh, Lena, what are you doing out here? That's not where your home is. You BKB'd, you're trying to sprint away, but in comes Limp with that Ember Spirit, sprinting forward, and they've got all the chain stuns it takes to bring Lena to the ground into this base area, pushing out top lane. Magnus looking for any kind of blink RP. But the line is drawn by Alliance. They're smoking all the way through their jungle towards top. They've got a Dire Observer ward watching CK move back off to the left-hand side of the map, and a new trajectory has been drawn out by S4. CK TP complete.
No vision. He got in the vision a bit too late. 1 second scan's gonna connect, so they know where Extremum is at the moment.
Oh, S4, no way! He's in there with a great bow strike, and Lena completely caught out. She might be able to get her BKB off. She's still surviving. Yule's up into the air now as the back end of the fight. They chase on to Limp, and the CK is battling 1 versus 3. Melojul does die and buys back immediately, and in comes the RP from Malik, catching out Alliance with a stolen one! Hansken, you bloody god! He's caught them all! The stolen RP is glorious. S4 does fall down to the south, but in comes Limp. He's got another slide chains ready. Just needs to close the gap onto G now. Might even find the little chains onto Lena there, but doesn't go for it. It'll be Hansken instead, claiming his birthright. Kill after kill, and Lena, she bought back, but there's no team to save her. BKB and runs forward, but Hansken, he's going to be able to get hit by the Light Striker as he walks back into it, but FNG has the saves and the shields as Alliance towing the line with death there. Very low HP, these heroes, and Lena will keep that second life for herself.
If you feel like you lack a bit of damage, you can try to get like a Crystallis at this point.
Just anything, something. A double damage rune for Limp as he will look to connect with the rest of his team as the 3-pronged attack on the Radiant base begins. Every lane shoved in towards these ramps, and high ground about to be broken. Drow Ranger keeping vision as they do. Inkswell, blink skewer back. Drow Ranger is going to try and mount a dodge away from this and succeeding so far. Nico Baby pops the BKB, turns the battle. Soul bound up with the S4 Sand King though, and in comes the CK. Reality Rift forward, they can't clear the illusions now. They'll lose S4, but they kept
gone.
Nico Baby alive. The Drow Ranger survives, and this double damage rune Ember Spirit starting to cause problems because the BKBs are down for Extremum. But it feels like the high ground push has been halted.
Like sweet the illusions, Malik. He's ready to go in once again.
Nice lift. Hansken playing out of his mind. Absolute godlike plays from this Rubik as the skewer back. Not going to be successful. The death of Malik, and now G follows him into the grave as Magnus buys back. They're looking for the go again, but the Gust, these pushbacks with a mischance. Yes, you've got a Light Striker around to Nico Baby, but he's being shielded, he's manted, and he's run away from all of your aggression. Lena so close to death. Has to sprint back to Fountain. And yet again, BKB down for Lena. Blink RP, yes, is ready. CK, BKB ready, but EXTREMUM can't get into the fight.
And what Hanskin is doing right now, he has telekinesis on top of Draw Ranger. That this is the play. Like, he's ready to use it if Mag blinks in once again.
Chaos Knight in a bit of trouble here, yes? Oh, again, Hanskin, how are you so good? Malik, he can try and get out of this. He pops his Greaves, he has an RP, but remember, no buyback for this Magnus anymore. Dead for 77 seconds.
Yeah. Save that RP for game number 3. Oh, wait, there's not gonna be a game 3, Gary.
There isn't. Not the way this is going. Backdoor regen be damned. As Drow and Ember Spirit, the burrow from S4 onto Mellow Jewel with no buybacks. EXTREMUM, they are done for. Ember Spirit basically diving Fountain at this point. Alliance, they've got this one in the bag.
Yeah. You know what I like to say, Gary? When it's time to call it, it is time to call it, because you're not gonna win this one, that's for sure. There's still a minute left on Aegis. Draw Range is just dealing way too much damage. Limp has a good bro, just buying a couple of mangoes for Draw Range to have mana sustain.
Keeper all topped up. Chaos Knight Illusions obliterated by Drow yet again. And Tier 4 towers crumbling before our very eyes. And the fact that Limp can move back to Fountain, straight back into enemy base with these remnants and the TPs. Beautiful stuff as CK BKBs, and he has the Inkswell on. Limp is silenced, but he doesn't care too much thanks to FNG's backup, and SF4 is there again with a Burrow Epi. Nefrit down with no buyback, and GG's called. Malik finally gets an RP in there, skewering Nika maybe into the Fountain, but Hurricane pikes back straight away as S4, yes, dies, but the game is already over.
Yeah, that was such a good...